Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Renata Carmen coming at you with a fibromyalgia video. Today, what I would like to talk about is how weather and fluctuations in barometric pressure and things like that have a massive effect on my symptoms. I am taking the opportunity to do this today because I'm in LA where it doesn't rain much, and we've got a storm coming in that's supposed to be rather substantial for the desert. It's supposed to last like a few days, which is pretty heavy for out here. And so my friends and people that I know, they know that I feel the weather, but they don't really understand like how it makes me feel or how it affects me and stuff. And so I'm gonna try to break that down today. So it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. I have been dealing with hypersomnia for the last 30 hours or so. It was probably due to a combination of several things, but generally, what happens, one of the first things I noticed with fluctuations in barometric pressure, getting a storm coming in, or it's going to go from hot to cold or cold to hot, that sort of a thing, being relative, meaning we're going to have like more than a 5 to 10 degree change in temperature in a short time frame, like 12 hours, something like that. All those things aggravate my fibromyalgia, which is linked up to my central nervous system, my frontal cortex, and my immune system. So everything gets thrown out of whack when I get thrown into a flare, which is what we refer to these sort of things. And flares can, God, I could do a video just on that, but flares can come and go. For each person, they can vary, whether you have rheumatoid arthritis or autism or anything under these autoimmune disease spectrums. Hello, my spoonies, and love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We seem to be affected by certain factors and manifest some similar symptoms. And so, for me, what happens and what I've been dealing with is one of the best ways I can describe it is it's like a roller coaster. I get hypersomnia, so extremely hyped up to the point of like ADHD extremity. It can be very productive for work if I know how to channel it, and it's one of the reasons I'm freelance because I can take advantage of the ebbs and flows of my rhythms more naturally that way and use it to actually work and sustain myself when I wouldn't have been able to do that before. So when I feel the hypersomnia coming in, I don't necessarily try to put it off. I try to utilize it as much as I can because I know that once it goes away and I'm down, I'm going to be down for like 1 or 2 days. And I'm feeling the downside now. I've been hyped up on this insomnia, hyperproductive roller coaster going up. And now I've hit the peak, and I'm pretty sure it's because the storm's coming in now after it's been changing and building up over here. And now I'm crashing. I mean, I haven't been able to sleep or anything, and I've been very active. It's not like I've just been sitting around. I just got back from Las Vegas on Monday. I went to my martial arts training, my Cooksville 1 last night. Did a pretty good training class. Went out and heard some music with a friend. I've been medicating. I'm allergic to a lot of meds, and those who have watched my videos know that I'm not on that many meds right now. I use mostly cannabis to help with my symptoms. I'm allergic to a lot of things. I've tried every med under the planet. Again, that's a video I could save for another time. I want to stay focused on being a human weather vane. So it starts off with a hypersomnia, which is more of like a mental, but it is a physical thing as well. And so I've been up all night trying to dissipate the energy, stretching. I've got my aerial set up in here. I had already done martial arts. I had already gone out. I came home and did some work, and then I just couldn't go to sleep, so I just kept working on my laptop and going through pictures from a photo shoot I did recently and interacting with some people on social media. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. And next thing I knew, it was 10:30 this morning, and I was starting to feel the crash. And now I'm feeling a lot of pain. a lot of generalized pain. You feel it throughout the body. Everything that like has a nerve seems to hurt or be aggravated or inflamed. For me, I have specific areas that will really hurt. I feel it in my jaw. I feel it in my legs, um, and my back. Those are the main places, and I feel super achy and sore. Uh, like I got hit by a Mack truck or something like that, or like I fell from like a 10-story building and hit the ground, or, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, I'm just trying to use metaphors because I didn't feel any of this stuff before the onset of my illness in 2011. So, it's 2018 now. So I've been dealing with this for several years and write a lot. I keep track of a lot of patterns. I've been documenting it through videos and starting to get notice some things and piece things together. And the weather is definitely a huge part of it. And so yeah, so now that um, I'm crashing from the hypersomnia, I'm feeling extreme pain, extreme fatigue. I have work to do from the computer, which I'm always excited for. And I will be able to do that in my own ways and time today, but I will not be able to make it to martial arts class like I had planned tonight, which can be confusing because I was there last night and I was doing pretty well. And I went out with someone from class for this music thing, and I was doing pretty well, except for the fact that I was really hyped up. So I don't know if anyone else deals with this. I think some people do. My dad has an autoimmune disease, and so does his sister. He has Voit Koyanagi Harada. If anyone ever has questions about that, because that's super rare, hit me up. She has rheumatoid arthritis, and they both get extremely affected by the weather as well as the patterns of the moon and some other things, which I find really fascinating. Even though it's not a fun ride to be on, the scientific part of me just can't help but find this whole thing really fascinating. And so, yeah, that's what it's like to be a human weather vane. I feel it in my body as well as much as my mind, and it starts with the hypersomnia, and then I crash and burn about 30 hours into that. It's just like go, 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 and then just go, and that's where I'm at right now. And so right now I'm going to attempt to walk to the store, which is literally across the street. It's like not even a block, and get myself some Epsom salt because I'm out. Because Epsom salt soaks help a lot. Thankfully, I have a little bit of cannabis. I'm gonna utilize that. Um, and there's maybe one or two other little things that I can do. I've like homemade kombucha and some things like that. But I can't really do much about this at this point. I just got to write it out, take it as it comes. And, that's really a way you could sum up anyone's life, but especially people with fibromyalgia and other similar illnesses. A lot of times we're on a different kind of ride. And so this video is getting long and it's rambling, and I apologize for that. But I just wanted to take some time to try to explain what it means to be a human weather vane, what it means when I say I'm feeling the storm, I'm feeling the weather. Uh, I hope this helps with some clarification. I hope anyone else struggling with similar symptoms knows that they're not alone. And anyone who has anyone in their life with this illness or something like it, hopefully this helps you understand us a little bit more, because it's really confusing for everybody, even and especially those of us dealing with it and the medical professionals. We're all learning together, and we're all in this together, and that's the main thing that motivates me to get up and put these horrifically edited and rambly videos up, because I want people to see fibromyalgia in its raw form. I think it's important. I don't want pity. I just want compassion, understanding, and I want others to have the same who are in similar experiences. So I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know how you're affected by the weather when you are not in pain, to type a comment below. Let me know if this video has been helpful to you. If there's any other questions that you have about this invisible illness or its symptoms or life with it or anything like that, hit me up. Thank you all so much for watching, And love and spoons to those of you who are in need of it. Take care of yourselves. Don't feel bad for doing that. You do what you got to do. You know what your limits are. No one else can set those for you. You also know when you can push yourself, and that's important too. But sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, and sometimes you gotta change your plans, and that's the way that it is. And that's why I live the lifestyle that I do, so that I can have the flexibility in my schedule. And I know not everybody has that, and it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm still getting on my feet with it. Um, but, like I said, we're all in this together. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, please leave any comments below. And thank you again. Much love. Renata Carmen signing off. Peace.